Hello guys, in today's video we're gonna talk about Wix, how to create your website on Wix for your esports business, easy and quick. So first type Wix on the search. So as we know, Wix website is a type of website that you can create easily using a platform called Wix. It helps you build your own site without needing to know much about coding. Wix offers various tools to design, add content and customize your site, making it accessible for people who aren't tech savvy. So first, create a new site. Now build with Wix editor. So here enter your business type, so esports. So for example, esport tournaments. If you want to skip, you can skip from here. Enter your website name or your business name, type any business name you want. Here if you want to add something to your website, so I'm gonna choose them all. So here go to dashboard. Now design your site. So how would you like to design your website? If you wanna let Wix create a site for you, or if you wanna customize a design template. So for me, I'm gonna choose this. It's more easier. Here enter your information, your name, the email and the address and the phone, and add if you wanna add some social link. So now let's continue. Pick a theme you like. Let's continue. Now preparing your homepage designs. Now pick your favorite homepage. So for example this. So here if you want to add some page to your site. So let's continue. Now wait a few seconds. So now your site is ready and running. So if you want to edit more your website, this is your website homepage. If you want to add elements, click here. So the first element here is text. If you want to edit the size or the shape of the text, so select any text you want, the titles and the paragraphs. So let's move on to the image elements. Here if you're looking for something, if you want to upload image, if you want to import image, if you're looking for free Wix image. Now let's move on to the button. Here if you want to edit the size or the shape of the buttons, you can select any button you want, the theme or the shape of the buttons, and put it on your website and it will be done. Now let's move on to the icon and buttons, the image buttons, document buttons, the iTunes buttons and the Wix site buttons. So any button you want here, you can add it on your website at any place you want. The payments buttons here, the pay buttons and the PayPal buttons. So you have to add some payments buttons on your website. Now let's move on to the strip. Here the classic or featured, about, services, contact, welcome and testimonials and theme. You can add any section you want from here on your website. So now let's move on to the decorative elements. So first the shapes here, the same lines, the basic shapes, the rows, the horizontal lines and the vertical lines. Here the vector art, the featured, the icons, the animals and nature, and the logos and the badges, the characters. Here if you want to edit your video elements, the video box and the video mask, the transparent video. So let's move on to the box. The box elements here, the themed boxes, the container boxes, the hover boxes and the tabs. You can just select any one you want and add it on your website. Now let's move on to the galleries. Here if you're looking for some recommended galleries, if you want to add some pro galleries or guide galleries or slider galleries. Here if you want to show more galleries, so just select any one you want and put it on your website. Now let's move on to the menus and anchor. So the same menus you have here, the horizontal menus and the vertical menus. Here you find the in-page navigation, the anchor and the in-page menu. You can edit any one you want. Here you'll find the last thing here, the site search. Now let's move on to the contact and forms section. Here if you wanna add some forms, you have here the contact forms, the order forms, the registration forms, the donation forms and the application forms, the feedback and the requests and the waiver and subscribe forms. Here you find the Google Maps, the maps and the full width maps. And here the last thing here is the Wix chat button and the line button. So now let's move on to the video and music. Here the video elements, the single video players, the Wix video, the video box, the video mask and transparent video. Here also you find the music elements. You can edit your music elements. You can add anything you want here. The audio players, the Wix music, the SoundCloud player, the Spotify player and iTunes button. Now let's move on to the interactive. Here the slideshows, the light boxes and the boxes and the repeaters. Now let's move on to the list. Here you find the repeaters, the over repeaters and the blank. You can just select any one you want and edit it. You can just select any one and add it on your website homepage, and that's it. Now let's move on to the embed code. Here if you want to custom some popular embeds, you can also add some single video players. You can edit your audio elements, the SoundCloud player, Spotify player, iTunes button. Here the advanced elements, the marketing tools or the Velo Dev mode, and the last thing here is the animation elements. Now let's move on to the social bar. If you want to add some social bars, the Facebook bar or Twitter, Pinterest, VK or Line. Here the music and video, the music. Here the YouTube bar. You can also add the YouTube bar. So that's it. Now let's move on to the payments elements. You find here the payments button, the payments forms, the pricing plans, and the last here and the store elements. You can edit your store elements. The CMS here if you want to easily manage your site content, the blog. You can also edit the blog elements here. The store, you can edit the store elements, the bookings elements, the related elements, and the pricing plans. Now let's move on to the events and the community. Here you can edit the members elements, the forum elements, the groups elements, and the online programs elements. And the last thing here is the your designs. So that's it. Now if you want to add some sections, you can click here, select any section you want. If you want to add some pages and menus, so here you can just select any page you want. Now let's move on to the site design. Here you can customize your site design. You can edit the color theme or the text theme, page background or the page transitions. You can add more apps. You can manage your business. Here if you want to upload your media. So that's it for today. Now after you're done from this designing your website, all you have to do is click here publish and you're gonna publish your website easy and quick. So that's it for today. If you like this video, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. I hope this video is helpful for you. Thanks for watching till the end and see you in the next video.